Good evening, friends. I hope you and your family is safe and well. Today we are going to discuss scope of income under Section 5 of Income Tax Act 1961. Now, friends, last lectures and last videos we have discussed about the residential status. Residential status includes the Section 6 and Section 6 subsection 1, Section 6 subsection 6. In that we have discussed the how individual become a resident, and we have discussed the conditions regarding any particular individual become a resident has to satisfy one condition out of two conditions that we have discussed in our previous lectures. And then after that we have discussed about the conditions which are related to the RNOR. RNOR conditions we have discussed. RNOR means resident and ordinary resident. Resident and ordinary resident purpose, individual must satisfy two conditions which are specified under Section 6 subsection 6, and then he will become a resident and ordinary resident. Now, individual's income may be taxable or non-taxable. Whenever we can say that an individual's income is taxable, so what will be the criteria? Now, individual, we divide into three categories now. Individuals are divided into three categories under Income Tax Act. That is resident and ordinary resident, RNOR. Resident but not ordinary resident, RBNOR. And non-resident, NR. These three categories we have discussed how individual become a RNOR, RBNR and NR. And what kind of conditions they must satisfy, that also we have discussed. Now this particular individual, this is the particular status is called as the residential status of an individual. Some individuals are RNOR, some are RBNOR, or some are NR. Now, on the basis of residential status, their income should be taxable or non-taxable under Section 5. Provide some rules, provide certain regulations under Income Tax Act. Now, what kinds of rules and regulations are there? What kinds of section? What kinds of conditions are there that we are going to discuss? Suppose if an individual is RNOR or RBNR or NR, he may be RNOR or RBNR or NR, and if he received an arise income in India, received means received, arise means created, generated, both the activities conducted in India. If that particular individual is RNOR, then such income is taxable. If that particular individual is RBNOR, then also taxable. If that particular individual is a NR, then also taxable. Means received and arise in India, income will be taxable to all. Now, second criteria, second condition under Section 5, income arises in India. Income arises in India but received outside India. Income arises in India. Arises means created, generated. The source, it is in India, and they receive this particular income outside India. Such individual, if he is a RNOR, it is taxable. If such individual is RBNOR, then also taxable. Such individual is a NR, then also taxable. These things you have to keep in mind. Third condition or third rule, income received in India but arises outside India. Now here also created, accrued, created outside India, but received in India. Then also same rule we have to apply to all category of individual. It is taxable to all. Now fourth rule, income received and arise outside India. It means generated, accrued outside India, received also outside India. If such individual is a RNOR, taxable. If such individual is a RBNOR, non-taxable. And if such individual is a NR or non-resident, they are also non-taxable. Now friends, fifth rule is also very important. Income received and arise outside India as a business income or professional income, but controlled from India. Under such situation, if the individual is a RNOR, such income will be taxable. If individual is a RBNOR, even also such income is taxable, but individual is NR, non-resident, the income will be non-taxable. So these things you have to keep in mind. Sometime they may be asked the question, write short note on scope of income. You should write these all 5 rules. You will get the 5 out of 5. Sometime they may be asked the practical problem for 7 to 10 marks. That particular practical problem based on this particular 5 rules, and you have to find out the gross total income of an individual, and we have to assume that individual is a RNOR, RBNR or NR. At that basis they can set the problem and you can easily solve. Unless and until if you are not follow these 5 rules, you cannot solve the problem, you cannot write the any short note of scope of income. These things you have to keep in mind. It is very important. Sometimes they may be asked the any one rule in the objective also. Therefore, this particular module topic is very important. You should know about these 5 rules. So I hope you understood these 5 rules. Next video we will discuss the practical problem and we will implement these particular 5 rules also. Okay, thank you.